Savage Dawn is the fifth full-length album from Iron Curtain, a Murcia, Spain-based heavy metal band, a heavy speed metal band, and one that has always had a little bit of a Motorhead-influenced flair to what they were doing. If you can imagine the way that speed metal from Germany kind of kicked off with the new wave of British heavy metal, getting a little bit of speed behind it. That's basically all about. You could compare their early albums really did sound a lot like the first two Tank albums a little bit, with some of the like circa 82 speed applied to Motorhead and whatnot at the time. And, speed metal sort of evolved from there. And you get a good sense of what they were all about just by, you'll catch it the moment you hear those first two or three records. By Danger Zone, it really felt like they were pandering to the new wave of traditional heavy metal, which is a little bit softer. I didn't like that record at all, Danger Zone. To me, that was something I appreciated at the time because I was a fan of their past records and I liked that style. But now revisiting it, I just don't really get any major worth out of it because I think the guitar tone sounds kind of terrible and the leads really weren't working for the band at the time. It felt very disjointed versus their past works. So in 2023, they put out an EP. You might remember I reviewed it and I liked it quite a bit. There was a bit of old, a bit of new there, and I think the identity of the band became more apparent to me at the time, and I became a fan. So, what's this fifth record all about? We'll cut into probably a catchy song and talk about that. So the biggest improvement that the band has made after quite a few lineup changes, and I think a couple of just gears turning in the meantime, is that they've become more tuneful. And what I mean is they're just writing catchier heavy metal songs. They're a little bit more elaborate in developing melodies and just show-stopping moments. The way that's really where heavy metal came from. It was a performance, and this makes this latest record feel a little bit like an early Running Wild record. It has much more personality than like a Living Death or something like that from back in the day, but it has a little bit of a rawness, a gruffness that's still related to Motorhead, of course, and the sense of movement you get in the first several pieces will make this very clear. They do bring one of the songs from the Metal Gladiator EP here, Rattlesnake, and I think that's one of the better examples of everything that the band is doing now versus what they were doing before. They still sound related to the Tanks and the Motorheads and the Warfare and all that. Not so much in the punkish tradition, but more the speed metal that was arriving in the Teutonic area. But they make songs of it. They make catchy songs of it in every case. And I think it's really simple, the effect of it. It's simple heavy metal. It's the kind of thing where you probably need to go see it on stage and just enjoy the effect of it. And I don't think there's a ton to actually say about it. I sort of struggled with the simplicity of trying to convey this point that this is a 30-minute heavy metal record that just demands nothing of you. It's just a good time. But they do have their anthemic moments. They have riffs here and there. They've got some great leads. And these are all general improvements over anything they've done in the past. Even if you prefer their first two or three records where they were quite consistent, I think that you'll appreciate that this is still related to that sound. But maybe the songwriting's gotten better. It's a little bit... They're still taking melodies directly from Motorhead, to be honest. I think a lot of bands do that. I'll talk about Midnight next month. It works for them, and I think that they pack a lot of ideas and a lot of good times into a half an hour here, to the point where, yeah, I think this is one of the better heavy metal records of the month. I think that the lyrics are kind of blah. I don't know how long it will last, but it's a striking visual image. The production values are very fine, a very well recorded album, and I think all the performances really sell it. There's a lot of charisma behind this record, and I think that's what heavy metal needs. It needs a little, I don't want to say a pair of balls, but just a little bit more something that says they want to be on stage and get their thing out there. So for me, I felt, I got the right feeling from this band, and I really enjoyed listening to this album. So that's a moderately high recommendation. It's not especially new or anything like that, but they put a lot into what they were doing. And for anyone who likes this style of heavy metal, I think it'll be worth spending time with. So go ahead and check it out. It comes out today, February 23rd. You can go check it out on Bandcamp, or you could listen to it here while you read the review on the website.